everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be a little bit of arts and crafts again, in which I will be teaching you how to make a small notebook for all sorts of things, using like leftover paper you have from old notebooks or just paper you have laying around. And I'll be using like just staples and pretty much most of you would have at home. So I hope it's going to be like very user-friendly. You're going to need some colored paper, some fancy paper if you have them. I will link that collection in the description if you want to check it out. But first of all, you'll want to find the paper that you want to use for a notebook, cut it into the size that you want, and I recommend A5, and fold it in half. Then you want to get out your stapler, and because the staples that comes with the staplers are like attached to each other, right? So you gotta bump them out individually like so, and so you can use them to insert into the paper manually. And as I say here, you bend the staples back into its U-shaped so you can like mark the distance of the two holes from the staple so you can know where to put how to put them in once you've poked holes with needles. Now be very careful with this. You're not going to die if you poke your fingers, but it will be dangerous if they get anywhere near your face, so please avoid that. And then you insert the staple that you pumped out and I'm using a ruler here to bend the staples down from the other side, which is the inside. And then you repeat that procedure 3 times to make sure the spine is very much intact. And that is halfway done through the whole process. So how easy was that? And then you take 2 pieces of colored paper to create the inner linings of the notebooks to make them look fancier. You don't have to do this, but basically you take 2 pieces of colored paper, fold them in half, and glue them on both sides of the inner sheets of papers that you have. And then you would glue the cover outside once again. So that when you open the notebook, you would get this colored papers first, and then you flip again to get into the inner layers of paper, which I think just looks a lot more sophisticated, rather than just slapping the cover on top of the inner layer that you have, but you don't have to do that. Then I have this fancy schmancy paper that I got, which is quite expensive. You can find it on Amazon. And I just couldn't help it. Like, the moment I saw it, I was like, I am sorry, my wallet, I have to buy this. And then you like just cut it in the same length. You glue one side on first, and then like fold the cover paper to see like how it will fold on the other side, and then you glue both sides on. So then you will be done with it. So how many steps with that? Like 12 steps, you are done. And I think for the cover paper, there's some extra edge I had. You'd kind of just fold them in and then glue it back in again, so you don't have like extra splintering papers on the edges of your notebook, which also make this look more sophisticated. So that is everything you need to know. Now I'm just gonna like flick through a few of the previous ones that I've made for myself and perhaps how you can use them. This is one I've used with this brown paper I love. I think you can create like a photo booklet. You can put Polaroids on it, you know, like you can do 1 Polaroid per month and then collect it in this little notebook that you've made. And this one is just me pretending to write in it because I haven't thought about how I'm going to use those yet, but you can use this for grocery shopping because it's very tiny and easy to carry around. You can just write things down and slip it in your pocket before you go shopping for stuff that you need, and you can take notes on it whenever you want. And yeah, that is everything I have for this video. I hope it was like fairly easy to do for most people because you most likely would find these stuff in your house. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.